sports.com. Tony, how much did last night's game help you figure out how you wanted to use this revamped front court with the rotations there?
Yeah, again, like I told you last night, we have 9 guys, so everyone's going to get an opportunity. And I really thought Tane gave us a good lift coming in. I know that's not the question about the front court, but with Jayden, of course, and, Francisco, and then Caden, and then Ryan, and even how we started the second half, I decided they finished so strong at the end of the first half, doing some things, so let's start the second half with that. We were mobile and quick. So, no, it helped. And, again, everybody's engaged, and they know they got to be at their best.
Second row.
Hey, Jayden Gene Wong with the Washington Post. What allowed you guys to dominate in the paint so well, so much, stay 40 points inside?
I think just our mentality to be aggressive tonight and be assertive. We know Clemson is a very physical team, and we was coached to try to meet their physicality tonight, and I think we did that.
Left aisle.
Kihei, we joked before you got here about the basketball, and you've kind of won and done everything. You haven't won this tournament. How special is this run and the chance to do that?
It would mean a lot. Yeah, something I haven't been able to accomplish, but just going to treat it like a regular old game and go out and try to play Virginia basketball tomorrow.
Back of the room.
Coach Bennett, what did you tell Jayden and Caden how to guard P.J. Hall? He had 19 in the first meeting. Today he was 4 of 12. He did have 13 points, but still 4 of 12. What do you tell them to guard him?
Yeah, well, a lot of times when he got it, we tried to, be there quick on the trap and just make – I thought our guys did a good job trapping for the most part, and the coverage behind it was good because if he gets a little bit of an angle or leverage, he can make some difficult shots. So for the most part, everything he did was earned. And I didn't think he got any easy ones. Maybe he missed a couple of, I don't know how many threes. He took 2 threes, but just tried to kind of close his looks down and make him feel, 2 guys or, really pressure the ball and do a good job when he had it on the perimeter.
Back to the front row.
Tony, Armand has become a very productive player around the basket and not just a guy who puts up 3-pointers.
Right.
Did you encourage him to kind of develop that part of his game, or is that something he's done on his own?
He's done that on his own. I think, we try to do some different things offensively, and a couple of the actions really get him on the rim, in some of those situations where he can do stuff. But even yesterday, he was driving the baseline and finishing. I think his finishing has improved as the year has gone on, and he's a strong, physical young man. So I think just that mindset, and I think it helps his game. You got to be able to be versatile. And we always talk about complete offensive players. So the pull-up, the 3, and then sometimes getting in there and using his physicality.
Left aisle.
Tony and Kihei, if you could address just the efficiency of the offense today and really in the last couple outings, 18 assists, 50% from the field. Seems like you're getting a lot of shots that are close. I know you had a stretch where some of those weren't going down, but tonight was very good. What are you seeing in terms of the efficiency of the offense?
I think the guys are taking care of the ball. They're cutting hard. Our screening has improved. And, again, just, they're doing some things that we don't work on in practice. It's just Kihei's played so much. They see he and Jayden had a beautiful slip at the rim. They're just seeing things as the game presents. And that's the best, to me, kind of basketball, when you give them a structure and then they play the game out of it. You got a few actions and sets, but you want them to use their instincts and do some things well. And that's what I'm seeing happening. And I think with Reese and Kihei taking care of the ball, putting pressure on the lane, Jayden's efficiency, in his game, and the other guys we just talked about, Armand, that's really helped. And then we got some offensive rebounds at crucial times, which, is a big part of it.
Kihei.
I thought for the most part, I think our offense, our size really just wears people down. And when you turn it over a couple times, I think we get the looks that we want. And I think that's how we're able to be efficient and just try to wear them down from that.
Any other questions? Or left?
Yeah, Kihei, Clemson came out with the press in the last several minutes, yet with more than 2 minutes to play, they called it off. Did that surprise you at all that they basically said game over with still more than 2 minutes to play?
Yeah, it shocked me a little bit. I think they were just, with the offensive foul, I think they kind of just got back, and I think by the time we got it in, I think it was a little bit too late. But, yeah, shocked me a little bit.
Middle of the room.
Yes, Tony, what have you allowed yourself even to think for a moment about the What's ahead of you the rest of the weekend?
Meaning to play tomorrow against Duke, or?
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Duke.
Well, no, excited to, get to the finals. And, just like Kihei said, I think we're at our best when we just sort of, focus on quality, having whether it's a good practice, a good possession, and just all that stuff will take care of itself. And we know Duke's playing very good basketball. I think our guys are too. So, it'll be for a conference tournament championship. And we're thankful that we got, obviously, a share of the regular season. So it's a great opportunity to just keep trying to play that quality. But I don't know if I didn't think about it too much. It was play a good Carolina team and try to advance.
Both locker rooms are now open. Next question, third row.
Brett Friedlander, Saturday Road. Tony, you just mentioned how well Duke is playing right now. They're on a roll. How different of a team do you expect to see from them tomorrow than the one you played, 3 weeks ago? And also, I'd like to, if the players could kind of address that as well.
Yeah, I mean, I know they're defending well and they're running efficient offense. And, obviously they have, very good players, well coached, all that. So they're playing at a high clip. Our game was a battle against them at our place. So I haven't watched them like a ton, but like I said, we respect everyone and know we're going to have to play some good basketball.
Jayden?
Yeah, I mean, Duke's, we've been trending in the right direction, and another challenge we're going to have to answer. So we got to meet their physicality and play Virginia basketball.
Kihei?
Yeah, they have been playing really good basketball. I think it's going to be a good matchup tomorrow. Just whoever plays their best tomorrow is going to come out victorious, but hopefully our guys are ready.
Left aisle.
Dan Tortora, wakeupcalldt.com. Coach, arguably this season, the ACC as a whole hasn't gotten the respect that it deserves. Just what you can say about going through the gamut of this conference and getting to this final game.
Yeah, again, I grew up, in the Midwest, so, Big Ten, and it was always the regular season. It was the marathon. It was the test of playing, 20 games this year, and you have to be as consistent and good. And I think some of the teams' records maybe weren't great, but everyone was capable of beating everybody. Like Kihei just said, it was whoever was at their best, and the record almost didn't matter, and that makes it challenging to try to win it. So I think, as always, you always feel, the conference doesn't get its respect. Last year it did a great job in the tournament, but some of that stuff's out of our control. But there's good basketball in this league, and maybe we don't have 3 1 seeds like we did Kihei's first year, but college basketball, there's so much parity now, and a lot of it is already, the die is cast at the start of the season. Oh, this league's good, this league's not. And I think leagues evolve too as the season goes on. And again, all we can control is what we're doing.
Anyone else? Okay, thanks, guys.
Yep.